We'll go ahead and open it up to questions. If you guys want to fire away.
Kenneth, why was Kansas City a fit for you?
Because it's a winning culture.
Tonga's baby, you'll meet him later. Oh no, it's Alohi's baby.
Yeah, it's a winning culture. Watching over the years, been to plenty of Super Bowls, and they know how to win. So I feel like it's a great fit for me.
Ken, you came out of the draft in a year when the Chiefs needed running back. Did you have any conversations with them then ahead of the draft?
Nah, not that I know of. I know I met, the owner when I was coming out of college with the Doak Walker Award. We just ended up running into each other. But other than that, I never really had conversations with him.
Can you go back to just that weekend, what that draft experience was like for you, though?
You saying when I got drafted?
Yeah.
It was a lot. You didn't know where you were going to go, what teams were really interested in you. So, but when I did get drafted, it meant a lot to me. Going to Seattle. So, it was a great experience.
Kenneth, he's from a pretty decent-sized family. Just what does it mean to everybody for you to get this contract and have that generational wealth?
Yeah, it means a lot. All the work that you put in as a kid. The sacrifices my parents made for me and my siblings. And you see it paying off. It means a lot.
Do you look back at the sacrifices your parents made to this moment?
Yeah, definitely. Always. And my pop's still with me, and still making sacrifices for me and helping me to be better, a better version of myself each and every day.
Kenneth, the Chiefs made it pretty clear that they wanted you once you got to free agency. Just what did it mean because of, like you said, their winning culture, that they sort of targeted you as their big prize?
Yeah, it means a lot. You feel appreciated and wanted. That's what everybody wants. So I'm just happy to get in here and be able to get to know the guys and work.
Kenneth, you've made it to the league, you've won a Super Bowl, you've been Super Bowl MVP, and now you've got the contract. What's that next driving force for you?
Just trying to go get another one. I know we got a lot of great guys on the team. Like I said, I'm ready to get to know them and, just go out there and do my best,
There's a lot of contact that you had with Patrick Mahomes just so far. Have you had any exchanges with him? I'm sure he was quick to congratulate you.
Yeah, definitely. When I came here, he tweeted out and commented on my Instagram too. So, and then we talked on the phone and text each other. So, and I was able to see him today. So it was cool to meet him, real genuine person.
What is it about football that you love?
What is it about football that I love? That's a lot I love about football, but the feeling, the adrenaline, the excitement you get when you go out there and put on the pads, and I'm just competitive, so yeah.
What was the process like since the Super Bowl, as far as knowing whether or not you were going to be able to stay in Seattle and then becoming a free agent and the Chiefs, expressing their interest? What was that period of time like for you?
Just being patient, honestly. You got to be patient. You don't know who really wants you. It's kind of like, I guess, the draft in a sense where you don't know where you're going to go. But, yeah, I would say just really being patient and let my agents do their job.
You said it's good to feel wanted. Obviously, besides the lucrative contract, how did the Chiefs show that to you in the process?
Talking to my agents. I mean, I didn't talk to them. I wasn't able to talk to them much, obviously. So, but, when I got my contract finished, it pretty much shows that they wanted me here.
What were the conversations like with Andy Reid?
Oh, it was great. We talked about everything. Not just football. We talked about life, honestly. I like photography, and he knew that, so we talked about that and, all type of stuff. So it was cool to get to meet him and, understand who he is.
How do you think your speed can impact this offense?
I think we make a great impact, We got a lot of guys that got speed on this team and a lot of great players, like I said before. So everybody's just going to come together and, as a team.
And historically, this hasn't been a team that's run it a whole lot. Do you think that is going to change with you here?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I hope so. Yeah. But yeah, I think it will. And those guys up front, they're gonna do a great job. I watched them on film, and I got to talk to some of them, so I'm excited to be here.
Does he have more of a desire to play more third downs this year?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure if you're a competitor, you always want to be on the field. So, yeah, definitely.
How much did you guys talk about that? Not just the style, because obviously your style's unique a little bit. Just the way you run. Was that a part of the conversation?
Nah, not at all. We haven't really spoken about that. They just told me they like what they saw on film, so.
Well, does it mean that you're going to be coached by two former running backs, and Eric Bieniemy and Marco Murray?
Yeah, it means a lot because they played the position, you know, so their word, I feel like it holds more weight, that much more, because they were in this position before, and they played in this league, so I think it'll be cool.
What have your interactions been like so far with Coach Bieniemy? Have you talked to him yet?
Yeah,
He's a pretty intense
yeah,
guy.
he intense. Yeah. The more he talk about it, the more intense he gets. So it's been cool, you know. But you want a person like that who's real passionate about the game. So I'm excited to get to work with him.
How do you picture yourself playing here at Alohi?
How do I picture myself playing in Arrowhead? How was that? Wait, say that again?
I mean, how you imagine that, like getting in Alohi, like playing for Chief for the first time?
Oh, okay, yeah, got you. It'll be surreal, you know, finally getting there in the stadium. You know, I came my rookie year, but I was on the other side, so it'll be cool to have, like, be out there and playing and, you know, seeing all the fans.
And what have you learned so far about Kansas City as far as the culture here in the Midwest?
Yeah, y'all got good steak out here. You know, we went to a steakhouse the other day, and it was pretty good. So I'm excited to get to learn more about the area for real.
Did you? How close was the decision anywhere? Did you really court other teams? Did you have any place else that you really looked at, or was it here?
It was other places I looked at. It was other places, but you know, it wasn't. This is where I want to be.
How much better do you think you can get, Kenneth, with a big opportunity like this?
A lot better. You know, you get put in situations and, you know, get opportunities. I feel like you got a lot of chance to up your game.
Is there anything you want to maybe display here that you maybe didn't get the opportunity, or just with more experience?
I guess just everything, bro. All around. Just want to be a better player.
All right, guys.
For photogs, we're going to have you hold this up real quick and
Okay.
just step over to the side. Yep. Do you need that? Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
We need a bigger room, don't we?
Yeah. Smile for it. Yeah, so thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you, Kenneth. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
Guys, finally, Khyiris, welcome to Kansas City.
Thank you.
What made Kansas City the right fit for you?
Agents got me right with them, and it was a no-brainer for me to come here, and got ties with Coach Reed and with BYU, and system-wise is perfect. So just excited to be here.
Have you interacted with Coach Reed at all?
Say that one more time.
Have you interacted with him at all?
Like today?
No, just before, like whether he came through at all, if he might you, like.
Oh yeah, just through BYU. You know, he royalty over there, so So just hearing all the stories about him and my coach at BYU, that was his mentor. So I'm real close with him. So he talks highly of Coach Reed. So today I got to meet him, so it was pretty cool.
Khyiris, when news of you signing broke, Chris Jones went to his Twitter account and just said you're a dog. I guess, what does it mean to hear that excitement from your future teammate?
No, I'm pumped to be able to come in and play next to Chris. I just met him for the first time in the weight room, and he looks pretty mad about last season, and I'm excited. I can't wait to be able to go and be able to help him out and be able to help out the defense as much as I can.
You've had a bit of a journey with multiple teams, but to get this level of contract, to get these years, to know that you're going to be here for a bit, what does that mean to you to have that journeyman type attitude and mentality about yourself to now be able to be consistent in your case?
It was always fuel to the fire for me to be able to go out and each year try to prove it to myself and prove others. And there's no difference going into this season, just continue to prove. But so grateful for Kansas City and for allowing me to come in and have another opportunity. So, yeah.
Chris, what is it you pride yourself on being a defensive lineman, especially one tech like that?
No, I love being physical. My game is I take a lot of pride in how physical my hands can be. I take a lot of pride in how fast and I can get off the ball. So for me, those are the two things I feel like I bring to the table, and I can't wait to be able to learn from Chris and learn from all the other guys in the D-line room that does everything so well. So yeah, it'll be fun.
What's your favorite thing?
Are you already in Andy's ear about trying to play some offense?
No, I'm not, but that's always open for me. So if he got it, I'm ready.
What was that experience like getting to play some offense?
It was so fun. I was grateful for the coaches for trusting me enough to even give me the opportunity to try, and I had a lot of fun doing it, and I really enjoyed it.
We just talked to Kenneth. What's it like to have him on your team instead of having to try to go against him?
Man, he's a dog. We got to see it in February, unfortunately, but super happy to be able to be his teammate and not be able to be on that side of the ball game.
What's the toughest part about preparing for going against him?
Man, super smart, man. Smart back, very patient. Hits the holes when it's there. He can start in the A gap, go all the way down to the C gap, hit all the way to the sideline. We saw it. The runs were supposed to go in. They ended up going out. He picked up about 40 yards. So he's going to be a fun player to be able to watch. I'm glad I'm on his side.
Couple more.
Khyiris, I know everybody wants to win, but just what did that experience last year do for you in terms of motivation as to where you might want to take your career next?
I think it's so hard to win in this league. So I wasn't really thinking about where it would take me. I was just enjoying the moment and the opportunity that we were given, because I know I've been on teams where we won 3 games, 4 games, and so it doesn't come around a lot. And so for me last year was just a whole lot of gratefulness and just being excited. Now I get to be in the culture where they're used to that. So.
How much does it mean to you that you got a multi-year deal, right? You're not just on a 1-year deal. You're not going from team to team, which has been, much of the case for your career so far.
No, it means a lot, man. It means a lot to me to feel wanted and to feel like that you belong somewhere, man. And it's a pretty cool feeling, man. And I'm grateful for all the teams I did get to be with. But the fact that I get to be here just for a little bit longer, man, it feels good.
Last question, Todd.
The BYU connection with Coach Reed. I know you didn't play with Kingsley, but you know him at all?
No, I know Kingsley. He was a young pup. So when I left, he was barely coming into BYU, getting his feet wet, and it was super cool to see him do what he did last year and kind of grow within his first year. And I can't wait to see him and learn from him and grow with each other.
All right. Thanks so much, Tonga. We got the jersey here if anyone wants to snap any photos there.
Thank you.
You can smile.
All right. Thanks so much, guys. Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Want me to hold this?
No,
Or
we need to
just...
play the video.
I can hold it. How's it going? My fellow Midwest friends.
Alohi, Steve Spagnuolo asked the safeties do a lot in the defense. I guess what makes you a fit for that? What gives you confidence there?
I mean, I've been in a bunch of different systems. Watched Coach Spags from afar, same division. Been trying to figure out what he's been doing for a while now on my own. But I feel comfortable playing both positions, any positions. You want me to hold the tee, I'll hold the tee. I'll do anything. So I just out there to go out there, play ball, and I feel like I could do anything on the field. So excited to be a part of it and help this team win.
What was it about Kansas City that appealed to you to make sure that this was the right place for you to continue your career?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, like as a player, I'm always trying to find ways to grow, get better. Obviously, with Coach Spags and his defense as a mastermind, a guru, I've watched all the clips. I've watched film. I've been in the division. So I'm excited to learn and get better myself. This is a constant evolution as a player. And then obviously just the respect, the winning culture, the championship mentality. Winning cures all things, and it's playing this game if you want to play to win. I mean, I love, want to be financially taken care of, all that stuff, but as a competitor, I want to win. So being a part of this and joining up and teaming up to grow, get better, and win games is something that I'm really attracted to.
What's your favorite thing about playing safety?
For me, like, I've evolved over the years from college to now. As a young cat, you want to go and just run into everything and, hit everything, and you still have that mentality. But for me, it's just the mental part of coming in and finding every way and to gain inches, yards, feet in this game, and that's what safety is about, seeing the whole field, playing that chess match against, the best quarterbacks in the league, the Joe Burrows, the Patrick Mahomes, the Aaron Rodgers, all the guys, Josh Allen. So for me, I love that game. That's what brings the best out of me as a player, as a competitor. The physical stuff is what it is. You're going to come out there and you're going to go and hoop and ball, and that's what it is. But the mental part is, as a safety, is what I love, playing that chess match. I've had many battles with Mahomes, and unfortunately it hasn't always ended the right way I wanted, but I'm glad to be a part of this opportunity and to go out there and play my brand of football.
Have you got to meet Dave Merritt?
I did had a great conversation with him. Really excited to learn from him, grow from him. He's put out, obviously, a couple of decades of some ballers, obviously when he was at the Giants, here. So just connecting with him and seeing ways where I could get better and just push my game to the highest level.
Well, it's a pretty young group that you're coming into with some of the guys they've lost. What's just your comfort being the older guy in the room and having that as question on some of the younger guys?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I've been there before. I've had some good vets in my career. I also feel like for me as a player, just being a glue guy, coming in, building my trust with them first and foremost. So you don't come into a building and just take over and think you're the guy. You got to build it. Trust is earned. It's respected. I've been through some good locker rooms, some good secondary groups, and I think that's kind of another superpower of mine, just coming in, being a guy, being a player, a teammate, a warrior out there with your guys, and finding ways to help them get better. I don't have a lot of experience with the guys in this room. Christian Fulton, I played with him for a year in L.A., but, I think the young crew, I'm excited to meet them, be around them, but I got to earn that respect. As an older guy, it's always that way, and it's vice versa. So I'm going to come out and bring out that energy to them and, just bring it day by day, and I think we'll be in a good spot.
That's impressive. Playing against Patrick, what is it like playing against him?
How do I put this? He's obviously talented physically, can do everything on the field. He finds out ways to do some magician stuff at the end, which always pissed me off. But just the competitor, like the warrior he is out there, and you can see it when you're out there and he's playing that game with you and playing that chess match, and he's willing to take risks, willing to be a guy who will lay it on the line. So, excited to play against him more and get to know him more as a person. Had a conversation with him this morning as he's rehabbing. When you're around greatness like that, you know, you gotta appreciate it, respect it. He'll only make me better, and we'll get better as a unit as well.
You had some crossover early in your career with Drew Tranquil. I just was wondering what maybe that relationship is like.
Yeah, Drew's my guy. He's been recruiting me hard here. That's my third agent. So Drew's been doing his thing. I've had good conversations with him, obviously, over the years. Played with him at Notre Dame, at the Chargers, crossed over as well. So much respect for him as a warrior, as a player, as a teammate, as a friend. So got a lot of respect for him. That's my guy. I'll go to war with him any day. Excited to strap it up with him, and you know, I'm just really excited about the opportunity.
We'll go Nate, Jesse, Pete. When you talked to Steve, what resonated most? Because it's clear that Spagnuolo has an idea of how to get the most out of talented safeties.
Yeah. You know, our conversations didn't go too deep. However, I think just him understanding the game on a high level, I think that's what he brings out of players as well. So that's my interpretation of it so far, and I'm sure it'll grow even more. But I think him as a coach, he brings out the best on a high level, not just physically, but mentally as a leader. And that's what this game's about. It's finding those inches or miles. And so I think that part is something that I'm really excited to be a part of. Obviously, he's a mastermind, and, you know, I want to get to that level as well. So I'm happy to be a part of it and to work with him.
Yes, we just talked to Kenneth Walker. What are your impressions about him?
Yeah, Kenneth. Yeah, I obviously hung out with him the last day or so, and this morning, and remember playing against him when he was a rookie, and the scouting report was not as detailed because he came out running all over. I was like, "Who is this kid?" But man, he's a beast. Seeing him run the ball, you know, obviously, and Super Bowl run, MVP, quiet, unassuming, just baller, and that's kind of me as well. I'm kind of that unassuming, under the radar type of guy. So I feel like we're kind of like-minded, just head down workers. So I got a lot of respect for guys like that who don't, you know, they don't make things too big, too small. They're just about their business, and to have a guy like that on the team is contagious. So I think it'll bring a good energy to this offense that's already explosive and has amazing talent. So it's awesome to be his teammate.
You talked about facing Mahomes. What was it like to get an interception against him?
Yeah. I haven't talked to him about that yet. I'm sure I will. I think that was my first pick of my career too. Played the Chiefs over my first 6 years, almost 12 times-ish, and it never worked out in my favor as much when I was over there, unfortunately. But that pick was good. That one worked out. Got the pick, and we won the game. It was here in Arrowhead. Obviously, I'm going to take that ball and tell my kids that was a Super Bowl pick. But, you know, it was great. Obviously, it was a battle that game. I was a young player trying to make my way, and that was kind of like the beginning of the ascend for me to take that next step. So it really gave me a lot of confidence, made me, you know, help me take my game to the next step, competing against guys like that. So I'm excited for it, and shout out to Pat for the first one.
More? How's the family?
Fam's great. Fam's great. Super excited to be here. We got some carryover to the Midwest. Obviously, I was at Notre Dame, Indiana, and then wife went to school in Missouri in St. Louis, so college. So got some little bit of carryover. Excited to be a part of it. It's a family environment so far that we've been around, and Midwest people are great. So we're just blessed to be here, and they're excited.
Good.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Yep. Wants to have it.
Smile.
Went over
Wow.
Went over. Smile. There you go.
We have one of three guys that finally
Thanks, Louis.
smile. I've accomplished my goals as an agent.